All right, guys, I feel like we need a pep talk to get through the end of the week because it's been a long week, especially with this long distance learning stuff. I was never in sports, so I never got like the cool inspirational huddle speech from a coach because I was a band geek. But here's how I imagine it based off of like movies I've seen where you're down like championship game, you're down points, and you only have like one more play to get the points to win the game, and then you're victorious, and everyone runs on the field, and there's inspirational music, so on and so forth. So here's how I imagine that huddle. Okay, your coach has you all huddled up. I'm going to give you my best huddle up speech. And just like in the movies, I'm going to have some inspirational music in the background. All right, it's Thursday. You made it through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It was tough, but did you give up? No, you powered through. We're almost to the weekend. You just got to hold on a little bit longer. And you can do this because you got this. No one can stop you from making it to the weekend homework free. Okay, so maybe your coach wouldn't sing at the end, but that's just a band geek thing. Okay, GDP per capita is something that we've talked about earlier on in the school year. GDP per capita is the amount of money a country makes divided by the number of people who live there. So it'd be like if we took all the money the United States makes in 1 year and divided it so everyone in the United States got an equal amount. We don't actually do that, but if we did, everyone would get $59,531.66. We use this number to determine how wealthy a country is. In Bangladesh, if we took all the money that they make and divided up by each person that lives there, they would make $1,516.51. So Bangladesh is facing a huge poverty issue. Today's learning target, I can describe issues South Asia faces today. Your check for success, you'll name 3 causes of poverty in Bangladesh and 1 solution defined in the text. Today's date is April 23rd. Here's everything that you guys have finished this week. Nice work. I know these weeks are getting really long with the long distance learning. Today, just focus on poverty in Bangladesh mind map. All right, go ahead and turn and talk to the person next to you while I hand out some papers. Here's how you access today's assignment. You're going to go to Schoology, click on the Poverty in Bangladesh mind map assignment. Here's where you'll access the text and upload your assignment when you're finished. You'll use the text to create a mind map, either digitally or a hard copy, that identifies 3 causes of poverty in Bangladesh, 3 pieces of evidence to explain more, and 1 possible solution from the text. Once you're finished, you will upload a picture of your assignment, whether you do it digitally or a hard copy, to the Poverty in Bangladesh mind map assignment. Remember, this is one of the possible solutions you can choose to do your project on. Take note if this issue sparks your interest or seems particularly interesting or important to you. Okay, so like I said, there are 2 different ways that you can do this assignment. I know you guys are probably getting sick of doing like Google form quizzes and quizzes on Schoology and Google Doc assignments. So I tried to look for something a little bit different for you guys. Here's one that I found that was relatively easy to set up an account, get logged in, and use. It's called Kaggle. So you can either do this assignment digitally or do a hard copy. If you do it digitally, you'll go to your Schoology, click on the Kaggle link, and sign in using your Google account. If you do it on hard copy, just grab a piece of paper and kind of follow along with us. You'll put a bubble in the center, and within the bubble, you'll write 3 causes of poverty, just like you would for Kaggle. Okay, and I'll go over that in just a little bit. All right, we're going to do part of this together. That way you guys kind of know what to expect and how to use that Kaggle assignment. Make sure that you're being responsible. Clear any distractions around you. So put your Netflix on pause, flip your phone over if you're not using it for school right now. Follow along on your own sheet if you're doing a hard copy, or your own screen if you decide to use the Kaggle. Okay. So even if you are not using Kaggle, this little tutorial will kind of help you with the hard copy assignment as well. So here's the link where I'd access the text. I have a copy of the text right here, live. I know, exciting stuff. You're going to click on the Kaggle link if you decide to do a hard copy. Or sorry, if you decide to do the digital copy. Might help if you go to the actual link, so click on the top Kaggle link. The embedded version might get a little hard to use. Click on this login, sign in with Google. Click on your school account. And it should take you to a home screen like this. You're going to create a diagram. It'll give you a square in the middle. Click on Edit. In that main bubble, type 3 causes of poverty in Bangladesh. All right, and then you're going to make 4 little branches come off of this bubble by just clicking the plus sign. You'll notice there's these little points, and when you hover over the points, there'll be a little plus sign. So go ahead and just add your 4 branches right now. Don't worry about writing anything in them. Just add your 4 branches. 3 of those branches will be for causes of poverty. 1 branch will be for solutions. All right. So make sure you have your text. We'll go ahead and read part of it out loud so that way you guys know how to identify the causes and what your data should look like. The biggest problem in Bangladesh is poverty. In 2009, the gross domestic product GDP per capita was only $1,500. In contrast, US GDP per capita that year was $46,000. Our data is a little bit more up to date than what's in this text. More than 8 out of 10 Bangladeshis live on less than $2 per day. Poverty in Bangladesh. So we're looking for 3 causes, 3 issues, 3 problems. Economists identify 3 problems. Well, that's exactly what we're looking for that help explain why Bangladesh is poor. 1 problem is overpopulation. Perfect. So 1 problem causing this poverty is overpopulation. So in one of my branches, I'm just going to write overpopulation. Now I'm going to be looking for a data that kind of proves it, where it's like, oh my gosh, overpopulation is a huge problem. So kind of a fact, a number that would make you go, holy cow, that's crazy. All right. 1 problem is overpopulation, or too many people living in one place. In 2010, over 156 million people in Bangladesh were living on only about 55,600 square miles of land. Okay, so that's definitely a piece of data that you can use. It's a good piece of data. I'm going to keep reading to see if there's any information in here that makes me go, holy cow, that's crazy. That is roughly equivalent to half of the US population living in an area that is the size of the state of Illinois. Holy cow, that's crazy. Imagine half the population of the US living in the teeny tiny state of Illinois. So that one's a good piece of data because it kind of drives through how serious overpopulation is. Here's what you're going to do if you're using the digital copy. In your overpopulation, click this little plus sign right up here, and then type your data in. So that fact that kind of supports how serious overpopulation is in Bangladesh. So I'm using that part of the text where it says roughly half of the US population living in an area the size of the state of Illinois. All right. And then I'm going to move on to the next cause. So I'm going to keep reading. You'll notice in your text under poverty in Bangladesh, there are 3 paragraphs. This paragraph is all about overpopulation, that first issue. We have 2 more paragraphs. I'm going to bet my bottom dollar that both of those paragraphs will be an issue. So this will be an issue, and there'll be a piece of data or a fact in there that you can use. This last paragraph will be an issue, and there'll be a piece of data or a fact that you can use in there. Toward a brighter future, that kind of sounds like a solution. So you're probably going to find your solution in this part or on the next page in that part. All right, so let's say I have everything filled out here. I have my 3 problems right here. I have my solution over here. Now I need to add pictures. Here's how you do that. Open up a new tab. Go to Google Images. And because my data says that their population, their overcrowding, is like half the United States living in the state of Illinois, I'm just going to look up Illinois map. You can look up any picture that reflects your information or your data. All right, I feel like this one definitely backs it up because it's showing the whole United States and then just the tiny state of Illinois. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click, save image as, right click, come on thing. Whoa, whoa. All right, well maybe I'll use a different one because this one's not really working for me. Okay, there she goes. Okay, I'm going to write pick number 1. That's what we'll save it as. And then I'll go back to my Kaggle. And don't hit your plus sign right here at the very end. Go back to overpopulation. If you hover over overpopulation, click that plus sign. There'll be a little box that shows up, and there'll be a little upload an image option that you can click on. Under file name, I'm going to do pick 1 because that's what I saved my picture as. When I uploaded pictures, they all gave me this little like red pop-up. If you click outside of your box, it'll give you that picture. And then you can move it if you want to. You can kind of put way over, whatever makes sense to you. All right, so make sure you have 3 different causes with your data, your fact that kind of backs up how big of a problem that is, and then add your picture to each branch. And then this last branch will be a solution. You'll also include a picture. Once you're all finished, you're going to go ahead and click this download this Kaggle. It'll be right by your login picture. Click download PDF, download image. Both will work. I'm just going to click image. Okay. And then you'll save your PDF or your image. And I'm just going to save it as 3 causes of poverty in Bangladesh. That looks great to me. I'm going to go back to my Schoology. I'm going to go back to that poverty in Bangladesh mind map assignment. And then you're going to upload a file and just upload the picture that you just saved. And that's pretty much it. So by the end of the day, what you should finish is your poverty in Bangladesh mind map. If you did a hard copy, your mind map will look pretty similar to the Kaggle, except you'll draw your own pictures, of course. Then you'll take a picture. You can either email it to me or you can upload it to the actual assignment yourself. If you have any questions, be sure to email your teacher, message your teacher on Schoology, or if you'd rather, you can text 304-853-0426. Good luck, guys.